Issue back here domestically at the moment with what has been reported as a new wave of COVID right around the country. It is starting to trickle in and impact the sports, the major football codes at the moment. Chloe, from a rugby league perspective, State of Origin coming up on Wednesday. Queensland have already lost Cameron Munster and Murray Taulagi due to COVID protocols. They both tested positive. Now they're sweating on the fact that no one else in the squad could. We've got a match today between the Lions and the Bombers that's heavily affected by players contracting COVID. They're not the only ones. Do they go back into bubbles just to keep the games going?
I really hope not. For us in the last AFLW season, it's really difficult. It's a pretty tricky thing for me. I didn't see my family and friends for the whole season and then got COVID off one of my teammates. So it's this balance of, as an individual athlete, if you get it, you're out for your 7 days. But I was out for 7 days, sat on the couch in lockdown, then came back, did a grade one calf tear after sitting on the couch. So there's this balance of if you're having your time off. Yep. So there is an argument to do the bubble, but I just think in terms of living life, we're kind of into the third year of it now.
Both Origin squads, Chris, went out and about. I know the Blues went to Lismore, which has been heavily affected by the floods, and the Queensland team went to Warwick. They're out and about meeting and greeting, interacting with the general public. In hindsight, they might look back on it and say, OK, maybe not a great idea. But this is what Origin's all about, is taking these opportunities. They're sort of damned if you do and damned if you don't. But should they be taking more precautions?
I think they have to. They have to be seen on the front foot supporting certain communities that really need it, and they need that little breath of fresh air throughout a really, really hard time. So I don't think you could ever tell two teams not to do that. Culturally, that's what you do around Origin time. Do I think a bubble is a good idea? And definitely not. This is something we've been told for the last 2 years we have to live with. Yeah. And you know, as bad as it can be, and it can be tragic for some people, you have to learn to live with this. It's quite simple.
Boz is agreeing.
110%. No, we're both. That's 2020.
No more bubbles.
We've been through all that. No,
toast.
No, that's it. It's just like having an injury or a flu or whatever. Yep. We've got to move on and we've got to live with it. Simple as that.